Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we are diving deep into SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 12th of June, 2025. And now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for anyone among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 5.25. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 2.13%. This equates to an average return of 0.16% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund has broken the wide and robust short-term upward trend, indicating an even stronger rate of increase. Should there be a pullback, support will now rest at the peak of the current trend, which has been breached at $597.52. This level could present a second opportunity for a significant gain. According to fan theory, $658.31 will be the next potential peak level, serving as a resistance that might not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 10.41% over the next 3 months, with potential returns ranging between negative 1.85% and positive 9.27%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 4.65%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 13.8% and positive 7.73% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $524.79 and $650.42. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline: Stronger technical forecast for SPDR S&P 500 ETF price after Thursday trading. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price gained approximately 0.397% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 12th of June, 2025, rising from $601.36 to $603.75. During that trading day, the ETF fluctuated 0.706%, with a day low of $599.52 and a day high of $603.75. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.32% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 10 million shares, with a total of 64 million shares bought and sold, amounting to approximately $38.37 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume on rising prices can signal divergence and may serve as an early warning about potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $613.23, while the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 1.55% or $9.48 below the 52-week high of $613.23, which also represents the all-time high for the ETF. The S&P 500 is making significant strides toward its all-time high as recent market sentiment improves alongside favorable inflation news. This week, the Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ have all seen gains, driven primarily by enthusiasm around trade talks and diminishing inflation concerns. Analysts point to technical indicators suggesting further upside for the S&P 500, making it increasingly likely that it could achieve its peaks. Optimism from strategists like Wells Fargo's Chris Harvey, who predicts a 16% increase in the S&P 500, emphasizes a bullish outlook primarily driven by advancements in artificial intelligence. Deutsche Bank's Binky Chadha has set a year-end target of 6,550, citing stock buybacks as a contributing factor, which may fuel investor confidence in the near to medium term. Additionally, the market is witnessing a trend towards dividend-paying stocks, with some analysts recommending dividend dogs for their potential stability and attractive yields. This shift may attract income-focused investors, further sustaining market momentum. In the long term, the ongoing trade deal developments and easing inflation could solidify the current uptrend in equities, making SPY an appealing position for investors looking to capitalize on growth in a supportive market environment. The following signals have been identified for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, there will be support from the lines at $599.43 and $580.36. A drop below either of these levels will generate sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and so far, it has risen by 17.45%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is established. Volume decreased during the last trading day, despite rising prices, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. The ETF should be monitored closely. Some negative signals have also been issued, which may impact the near-term development. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal, pivots, buy signal, 38 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal, 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal, 14 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal, 35 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal, 31 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal, 36 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal, 24 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal, 13 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, as breaking this level may result in a decline to the next support point. In this case, the SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. Generally, the ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. Over the past day, the ETF moved $4.23 between its high and low, which represents 0.706%. For the last week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 0.724%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, indicating that the ETF could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this situation, you may want to consider entering a position and using volume to determine the optimal time to exit. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $585.28, representing a decline of 3.06%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 37 days ago. Is SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? SPDR S&P 500 holds several positive signals and has broken a strong rising trend. Given that the ETF is also in excellent technical shape, we consider it a good choice at these current levels and anticipate further gains over the next 3 months. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this ETF since the last evaluation, moving from a buy to a strong buy candidate. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Friday, June 13th, we expect SPDR S&P 500 ETF to open lower by $1.41 and start trading at $602.34. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.